Hello, my dear Libras. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with me. Today, it's Krista back doing your monthly forecast for January 2018. As promised, I am going to switch things up a little bit. But first, I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking by me all this time, for your encouragement, and especially for your patience. I was so busy over the holidays with my work schedule. I'm sure you were too. And then I genuinely needed a break from everything. So I appreciate you giving me the time and sticking around and believing in my work and letting me take a little bit of a breather. So I'm back with new energy, with some new readings in store, new concepts and ideas. We have the moon moving out of Pisces and into Aries on the 22nd of this month. So anything you've been dreaming about, you can put into fruition, start putting into action, beginning on the 22nd. And we're going to do two fairly brief readings today, and the following week we'll be doing a pick a card and then face-to-face videos until February, and then sort of repeating the process here. If you've been around for a little while, you'll know that I shuffle until something jumps out. I'm going to be challenging myself in how to feel the cards. Not going to be doing the bottom of the deck. You'll see as we go forward. So let us begin with your personal question. If you don't have a personal question that you want answered right now, just consider something that you need confirmation around, and let's begin. So Libra, what are you currently in the middle of? So this is a very personal question for you, whatever you are in the middle of, whether that is business, love, romance, whatever it is, that's what this is going to help answer or confirm for you. Our second question is, what energy is affecting this? Perfect. And then what is the lesson here for you? Wonderful. And then we're going to get qualifiers. Qualifier for what Libra is in the middle of. Let's qualify what Libra is in the middle of. What energy is affecting what Libra is in the middle of? What energy is affecting? Thank you. And then what is the lesson here for you, Libra? What is the lesson for Libra? Let's qualify the lesson. Thank you very much. Genius. So we'll begin here and then get the other two decks going for your general forecast for the month. To answer the question, what Libra's in the middle of, you're really thinking about something here. You're really thinking about how to proceed. I'm stunned at how fast the sun sets, because I just began these about an hour and a half ago and it was so bright. So I hope you can see these. What are you in the middle of? The thinker, really considering something here, probably a life change, probably a path change for yourself, because we have round and round. You've definitely been here before, Libra, and you're hopefully tired of going in circles here. You really want to branch out, try something new for yourself, but there is something that's keeping you, I would say, if not stuck, something that's keeping you maybe stuck. At least if not stuck, maybe what would seem like in a rut. If you feel like you're in a rut, you're really going to spend a lot of time here. You're being asked to spend a lot of time thinking about where you'd like to go. You don't have to be emotional about this right now. In fact, it's probably to your benefit not to be emotional about long-term range plans right now, Libra. You want to be fairly clinical at this time about this. You want to be very intellectual. Take your time thinking about this. Yes, what you're thinking about is going to make you feel a certain way, but you can use that to your advantage, but don't let the emotions lead you in this month, okay? Where do you want to go from now? From here, with this question you have? Well, not what do I feel like, what do I think, okay? So this is how you're going to develop an answer for this question. And then here with round and round, which is qualifying the thinker, just make sure whatever you come up with doesn't lead you in the same place that you've been before, or that you've already done, or that when you do think of it doesn't give you a great deal of positive emotion. You want to let your emotions, especially if they're positive, work to your benefit, right? So if you're thinking about something and it gives you a certain feeling and it's very positive and uplifting, I would suggest you go with that, particularly with regard to your personal question. Here we have imagine. This is the energy that affects this condition. Well, interestingly enough, you are definitely being asked to figure something out. What's affecting your thinking position? Your imagination. Use it. Really let it flow. Try not to trap yourself in shoulds and coulds and woulds and what'll they think and what'll they say. I'm telling you, it's a trap, okay? If it's the coulds and the shoulds and what'll they say, good luck with your boring life is all I can say, because that's, and I used to do it too. What'll they say? I better play it safe. Try not to play it safe. You want to get out of the box and you want to think about how to put your imagination to use here, so that you can begin the planning stages for large-term changes here, long-range planning, because you want to avoid drama. You are sick of it, but in order to be sick of something and make changes to it, you have to identify it. What is causing the drama? What is causing something that feels like a never-ending story? It's ongoing. Probably the same characters or players are showing up. If this is your dating world, even if it's not the same guy or girl that you've been dating, and they're different people, it's the same personality. That's what I'm talking about here. So you're dealing with the same lessons, right? So you want to get away from this. You want to avoid this. So, but in order to do that, you need to identify what this is. So we want to think about moving away from something in a large sense that feels like a rut. Use your imagination to your benefit. Don't let it scare you. Let it excite you. You want to steer away from drama, because it's sucking up your soul. Drama's useless. Anyway, it belongs on TV for a reason, right? And we don't want to go repeating things in our lives either, because it's too short, right? You've already done it. Like I said at the very beginning, been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. It's boring now and it's dragging you down. So it's time to try something new. Here with Milk and Honey, what is the lesson? Nirvana. You've reached the pinnacle of success here. You really feel like you're capable of anything here. And good for you. You've worked hard for this. What is the lesson? You can do anything you put your mind to. What's the qualifier to the lesson? Take a risk. You're being asked to take another risk here while dreaming big and getting out of your own way. So that is an answer to your personal question this week. Let's go ahead with your January 2018 general forecast. So what is Libra's general forecast for January 2018? We're looking for one jumper. Libra, January 2018. Cute. I feel like one went backwards, but it didn't. January 2018 forecast for Libra. Take the top card because I am not taking double or triple cards. I know, it's a shock. If you've been for a long time on my channel, Libra, you know that I will pretty much pick up whatever jumps out. But I am changing up the landscape here, so I'm probably going to pull one here. There we go. And we'll do the same with our medicine cards. And of course, read from left to right and then top to bottom. What does Libra need to know for January 2018? I think Cancer had the exact same card in the same position there. Libra, so if you have Cancer in your chart, you could have double elements of fear here, but again, it could just be around making some very massive changes for yourself. It's rather natural. Don't pick on yourself for it. So Libra, if you have Cancer in your life, or if you have Cancer in your chart, so your ascendant, your moon, or even your Venus in Cancer, this could be doubling up on you. Don't be scared to make big changes here. Here we have emerging manifestation and serenity. I do believe these came out the opposite. So let's just do that. We're looking at really, listen, you can bring anything into fruition. How do we know? Because your lesson is you've already reached a pinnacle of success here. This is nirvana for you. You're capable of anything. I think you might just be getting sidelined by other people, possibly other people's drama, or even stuff from 2017 that needs to be left in the past year. Okay, so, and with it being January still, and like I said, we're moving out of the dreamy Pisces into the I can do anything Aries on the 22nd of January with the moon in Aries. you know what? Really, it's nice time to pick up the speed here. Start putting some plans into action. Think about what it is you really want and be willing to take some bold risks here. Serenity is really just saying be at peace with yourself. Know what you really want. Be at peace with yourself. All things will flow with you. You're not here to make everyone else comfortable and happy. You don't exist to be a slave to other people's desires, Libra. You really need to do what it is that you're here to do. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you're doing this work with love and peace in your heart, then you'll be successful because you already know how to do it, right? Manifestation and emerging are actually very, very similar cards. Emerging means you're coming out of something, you're breaking out of a shell. Maybe you're willing to switch something up here. You're being willing to break out of a rut, which is a beautiful thing to do here. And then manifestation is just literally telling you, you've already done this before. You are your own superhero. So don't give up on that. Maybe don't look to others for getting you out of sticky situations. Count on yourself here. But in saying that, you need to trust yourself. So you really need to become comfortable with yourself, confident with these two areas particularly, okay? And we spoke about these being what are you in the middle of and the energy that affects it, your thinking and imagination. Is what you really, for the month anyway, you want this to lead the way for you. You want to be aware, okay? Awareness is key for you. And don't get wrapped up in the drama of any kind, even if it's not yours, even if it's someone else trying to bring it into your life. Just say, you know what? I'm busy. I love you. And if I can help with a specific thing, you tell me what you need help with, but you know what? I'm moving on. I'm making my life fantastic. And you owe no one an apology for that. In the bottom row, we have rabbit, badger, and beaver. Of course, it's fear, aggression, and builder. Just be sure here that these two are being used to your benefit. There are specific things that, yes, we do need to be afraid of, actual things that we need to be afraid of, but we don't want to inject this type of fear into planning or to creating changes in our life. So just be sure that this is an appropriate and not inappropriate fear here. Appropriate meaning you know, take chances with your risks, but make sure they're calculated as opposed to being afraid of a risk at all. Beaver is really building. It's really just saying build upon your dreams, build upon what you have planned, be confident enough to break out of a rut here. And then badger is just saying be aggressive in pursuit of your goals, but don't step on other people's toes. You don't need to be aggressive with other people necessarily, but you do need to be aggressive with your goals. And with what you have planned for yourself here. So that was left to right, from top to bottom. Of course, we have serenity and fear here. If you are in peaceful moments with yourself here, Libra, and you are having difficulty feeling confident, don't let fear take over. Remember that you're led by love, that you are aligned with love, and use that to your benefit here as well. Don't let fear lead the way when making big decisions for yourself this month. Manifestation and building. Yes, of course. This is building from the bottom up. You get to make your future. You get to build your outcome. And manifestation is you just literally putting that into practice. It's the practice of your thoughts and dreams and hopes and wishes here. So recall, look, you already did it. You were successful. So recall what that felt like and trust that you know the way forward. And here with emerging and aggression, absolutely be willing to break through, these confines, these ruts that we build for ourselves or we get ourselves in. It's not like a blame game here either. I mean, it's human. We all get caught up in stuff. Stuff gets comfortable or time goes by before we know it. But just remember here, you can break through from something. Maybe use the aggression energy to break through something that works for you without harming anyone or without it having come back and bite you here. You don't want to be aggressive with other people or even yourself here. You want to be aggressive with an outcome in terms of stamina and sustainability here. So while emerging from something, let that create its be aggressive about emerging through something, pulling through something to come out on the other side. I think you'll be really pleased with yourself, and I think it's going to be a very illuminating month for you. I think you're going to put your foot down about something and make a real decision around a large, possibly karmic issue here by using your imagination, your thought process, and your belief in yourself. So beautiful to see for you, Libra. As always, comment below. Let me know what you think, and catch me next week for your pick a card reading and then some face-to-face videos. Finally, we get to see well, you get to see me, and hopefully I get to meet you in further detail over time. So until then, take excellent care. Bye for now.